The meeting room will come to order. We are now holding a meeting of the Cambridge FFA chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel,
Stationed by the door.
your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter,
The reporter is stationed by the flag,
why by the flag?
as the flag covers the United States of America. So I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer,
Stationed at the emblem of Washington,
your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I strive for thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary,
Stationed by the ear of corn,
your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries where a report is drawn and FFA members meet.
The advisor,
Hereby the owl.
why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice is always based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 7 members and 0 guests, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and to develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the Cambridge FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters may properly be presented. Is there any new business that should properly come before our chapter at this time?
Madam President.
Ellie.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Cambridge FFA chapter host a petting zoo for the local grade school students on Friday, May 12, 2023 at the county fairgrounds.
Second,
It has been properly moved by Ellie and seconded by Emily that the Cambridge FFA chapter host a petting zoo for the local grade school students on Friday, May 12, 2023 at the county fairgrounds. Is there any discussion?
Madam President.
Ellie.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in favor of this motion because this is a new idea for our POA since we've never done something like this before. And we also need something else to put on our National Chapter Award since it's getting down to the end of the year. I urge you all to vote yes to this motion.
Madam President.
Emily.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in favor of this motion because this would be a great way for our FFA members to celebrate the end of the school year and a lot of hard work and accomplishments. I urge all of you to vote in favor of this motion.
Madam President.
Jolene.
thank you, Madam President. I rise against this motion because our officer team is very busy holding the section banquet that week. How could they possibly find time to put on a petting zoo for our chapter and community? I urge you all to vote no.
Madam President.
Addie.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in favor of this motion because our grade school's field day is coming up, so this would be a perfect time to do it so they can all see the animals too, at a perfect timing and convenience for everyone. I urge you all to vote yes to this motion.
Madam President.
Courtney.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in favor of this motion. I know Mason Palmer has goats that he can bring to this event. Kids love these animals and they can learn more about them. I urge you all to vote yes.
Madam President.
Luca.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in favor of this motion because kids will enjoy the animals and love spending time with the animals. I urge you all to vote yes.
Madam President.
Addie.
I move to refer this to the Growing Leaders Committee to refer back to the July FFA meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved by Addie and seconded by Emily to refer this matter to our Growing Leaders Committee to report back during our June FFA meeting. Is there any discussion?
Madam President.
Addie.
Thank you, Madam President. I think that I rise in favor of this motion because there are plenty of members of the Growing Leaders that have animals that would be very willing to bring them in, and this will give us more time to plan and for them to prepare their animals for this event. I urge you all to vote yes to this motion.
Madam President.
Emily.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in favor of this because there are several members of the Growing Leaders Committee that helped another school put on a petting zoo, and they would offer valuable knowledge that we could use. I urge all of you to vote in favor of this referral.
Madam President.
Ellie.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise against this motion because half of us here are on the Growing Leaders Committee and we can make this decision ourselves. I urge all of you to vote no.
Madam President.
Jolene.
Thank you, Madam President. I am against this motion because this committee is already so busy planning other events, and it just wouldn't make sense to burden them any further with this motion. I urge you all to vote no.
Madam President.
Luca.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm against this motion because growing leaders have too much happening. I urge you all to vote no.
Madam President.
Courtney.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise against this motion. We are fully capable of making these decisions ourselves. We have already been talking about this for a little bit now. I urge you all to vote no.
Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote on referring this matter to our Growing Leaders Committee to report back during our June FFA meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Motion fails.
Division of Assembly.
A division has been called for. We will now proceed to vote by standing. All those in favor, please signify by standing. Thank you. All opposed, same sign. Thank you. With 2 in the affirmative and 4 in the negative, this motion fails.
Madam President,
Jolene.
I move to postpone this matter indefinitely.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved by Jolene and seconded by Emily to postpone this matter indefinitely. This is debatable but not amendable. Is there any discussion?
Madam President.
Jolene.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that we kill this motion because this would not be a quality petting zoo since none of us can find the time to hold it. I urge you all to vote no.
Madam President.
Emily.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that we should kill this motion because this would just not allow us enough time to plan. This is happening in just a week, and we need to find the animals to source for this petting zoo. I urge all of you to vote for this motion.
Madam President.
Courtney.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise opposed to this motion. This is a great opportunity for our members to bring in their own animals and show them off. I urge you all to vote no.
Madam President.
Luca.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to kill this motion because I don't know anyone who has animals. I urge you all to vote no.
Madam President.
Ellie.
Thank you, Madam President. I am against killing this motion because we've already been talking about it for 8 minutes, and I think this is a great idea for our community and our members to get involved at the end of the school year. I urge you all to vote no for killing this motion.
Madam President.
Addie.
Thank you, Madam President. I am against postponing this indefinitely because I myself have pigs I would love to bring into this petting zoo. I urge you all to not go for this motion.
Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote on postponing this matter indefinitely. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Motion fails.
Madam President.
Emily.
Thank you, Madam President. My vote has been swayed. I do not believe that we should hold this petting zoo because it is such a great liability. What happens if an animal tries to bite or kick a student when they try to feed it grass? I urge all of you to vote against this main motion.
Madam President.
I move for a 5-minute recess.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved by Luca and seconded by Addie for a 5-minute recess. This is not debatable but is amendable. Is there any more amendments? Seeing none, we proceed to vote on having a 5-minute recess. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Recess fails.
Madam President.
Courtney.
Thank you, Madam President. I am still in favor of this motion. The County Fairgrounds has plenty of room to hold this event, and our members have the opportunity to get their 3 FFA activities in. I urge you all to vote yes.
Madam President.
Ellie.
Thank you, Madam President. I still rise in favor of this motion because I believe this is a great way to get our grade school students inspired to join our successful growing FFA chapter in the future. I urge all of you to vote yes to this motion.
Madam President.
Luca.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm still in favor of this motion because I know someone who has livestock to share to the petting zoo. I urge you all to vote yes.
Madam President.
Addie.
Thank you, Madam President. I still rise in favor of this motion because, as Courtney said, this local fairgrounds has plenty of space, but we also have plenty of space right in between our two schools. I urge you all to still vote yes to this main motion.
Madam President.
Jolene.
Thank you, Madam President. I am still against this motion because many of our fellow chapter FFA members have livestock and are already setting up the pens at the county fair. There is nowhere to hold this petting zoo at the county fair, so I urge you all to vote no to this main motion.
Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote on the main motion that reads, I move that the Cambridge FFA chapter host a petting zoo for the local grade school students on Friday, May 12th, 2023 at the county fairgrounds. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
Motion passes. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which would properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this meeting of the Cambridge FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare this meeting adjourned. Please rise for questioning.
First of all, sorry about the piano. We didn't anticipate that being a problem, but you guys did a great job handling that, so kudos to all of you. Madam President, we'll start with you. One of the privileges of the President is the proper use of the gavel. A single tap of the gavel can represent several actions. Please name one of these actions.
One of the actions that a single tap of the gavel can represent is declaring a vote.
What is the purpose of a main motion?
The purpose of a main motion is to present new business to the committee.
All right, thank you. Madam Vice President, what is the major difference between postpone definitely and postpone indefinitely?
The major difference between postpone definitely and postpone indefinitely is that postpone definitely moves the matter to a determined time. Postpone indefinitely moves the matter to an undescribed time.
Okay. Is the motion to postpone indefinitely debatable or amendable?
The motion to postpone indefinitely is debatable but is not amendable.
Thank you. Madam Sentinel. Most organizations other than the FFA do not have a Sentinel. What are your responsibilities as a Sentinel?
My responsibilities as a Sentinel are to make sure that the meeting room is maintained and I welcome guests.
Who has the right to the first debate on a motion?
The right to first debate is the person who proposes the main motion.
Thank you. Madam Treasurer, during a session, a member calls for a division of assembly. What should the chair do if it was clear that the assembly voted in an obvious majority?
The chair should, they should recognize the division and then proceed to a standing vote.
Okay. If a chair does allow for a division of assembly, how must that vote be taken?
The vote for division of assembly should be a standing vote.
Okay, thank you. Madam Secretary, your required motion was to recess. Give 2 reasons for needing a recess.
To give us more time to plan and to show what we're expressing.
Okay. How can a motion to recess be amended?
It can be amended by requiring a second.
Okay. Thank you. Madam Reporter, every officer is important to the success of the FFA chapter. What do you feel are the major responsibilities as the reporter for your chapter?
I maintain the chapter scrapbook.
Okay. Given the 3 ranked motions that were required today, which were postponed indefinitely, recess, and refer to a committee, please put these 3 motions in order of precedence from highest to lowest.
The order of precedence for those three motions from highest to lowest would be referred to a committee, postpone indefinitely, and then recess.
Thank you. And Madam Advisor, give 2 ways that members can become part of a committee.
2 ways members can be part of a committee is if the vice president puts them on that committee or if they request to be put on that committee.
Okay. Name 2 things that should be included in a motion to refer to a committee.
2 things that should be put in to refer to a committee would be a second and discussion about why it should be put into that committee.
All right. Thank you very much. You guys can leave your cards at your spots, and you're good to go.